Straight shot me like that. With the uppercut. The money go up. It's getting colder. I've been late sober. When they say that I stop, we ain't tripping, we like so what? You gotta keep your name alive, but still know that it's over.
Could have all that power.
It's about time with Rashawn's About Time Boxing, aka Mr. Trill 100 Mil. What's up to my About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang? Thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel, who has been taking out the time to watch the videos, like the videos, and leave the comments. Listen, I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Encourage others to subscribe to the channel. Pass the word about Rashawn's About Time Boxing. Become part of the About Time Boxing family and the Trill 100 Mil gang. Alright, so I told y'all Jaron Ennis finished off Thomas Dulorme in dramatic fashion. First round knockout. What, 58 seconds or something like that of the first round? I told y'all. And I know it's still some of y'all doubters out there. Some of y'all gonna be like, you know, but that ain't nothing. He ain't, you know, Dulorme ain't nobody. It's funny how when Lipinets fought Mikey or Lamont Peterson, he was, you know what I mean? Lipinets was somebody, and Lamont Peterson was a big name. He was somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then when, you know, when Dulorme, you know what I mean, fought Terrence Crawford, then all of a sudden, you know, Dulorme's status counted. You know what I'm saying? His status counted. So did Lipinets. His status counted when he fought Lamont Peterson and fought Mikey Garcia. Chris Van Heerden's status mattered when he fought Errol Spence. Don't matter when. Bottom line is they fought. Terrence Crawford fought Thomas Dulorme. Dulorme's status mattered then. And Crawford stopped him, you know what I mean, in the 6th round. TKO, stopped him. Boots knocked him out. Bam, put him down. But then all of a sudden, you're going to have them people out there talking about, man, well, you know, Dulorme this, Dulorme that. It's funny how, you know what I mean, like, y'all give certain fighters a rite of passage to use other fighters as they measuring stick. So what's the measuring stick for Jaron Ennis? For the critics out there. Because I know what y'all gonna say. Even when he knocked out Dulorme in that exchange, y'all seen him take 2 shots. I saw that too. But if y'all looked in the background, y'all seen him going like this with his gloves, and then, like, you know, looking to his corner, he was saying, yeah, I know I got a little reckless right there, but I was still in control, but that was my bad. But he can take a punch. Some people say he can't take a punch. And his defense is still impeccable. People say he don't got no defense. This, that, and the third and all that. Listen, it's about time, you know what I mean, for y'all to LIG that. Let that go. Boots is not a prospect. He's a legitimate contender. Period. Open your eyes. Stop being in denial. Stop telling yourself that Jaron Ennis is not a special fighter and that he's not ready for a title shot or that he shouldn't already be a champion. Stop telling yourself that. You're not being truthful with yourself. And when you say stuff like that to other people, you're not being truthful with them. Because the world sees it. The world see it. So what's next? Y'all want to see him fight somebody else who y'all say is not legit but got a name but they not legit? So y'all can keep saying he not fighting nobody, he not fighting nobody, he not fighting nobody. And again, I make the point again. If you If somebody wants to be the best, how do you prove it? By fighting the best. And y'all already know what's next. He right back in the gym on Monday. Right back in the gym on Monday. And I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? Like, you know, that's why Boo said, you know, we not gonna chase the knockout, but if it come, we gonna take it. I'm pretty sure Boo's probably would have preferred to get a few more rounds in. Cause he loved what he do. So what are you gonna do when you got a young, hungry stallion like that? And he did an interview, I believe it was the day of the weigh-in. And he said, it's not about the money for me. I want to bring back the old school, you know, fighting when the best fought the best. When the best said they wanted to fight each other and they really did it. And not just say it and put a dollar amount on everything. And I'm not saying that fighters should not be paid and shouldn't be compensated. This is one of the most dangerous sports on the face of this earth. But see, when people talk about, oh, well, you know, fighting Jaron Ennis, you know, it's a high risk, low reward. Look here. It's a high risk, low reward if he's fighting a fighter with a name. And even though they got a name, they can't put asses in the seats. They can't fill up an arena. Okay? This is why it doesn't matter. That's why Canelo could fight Avni Dulorme and still make between 25 and 35 million. Floyd could fight Maidana and still make 60 million. He could fight Berto and still make 60 or 30 between 30 and 60 million. Fighters with names that can't fill up arenas, and if all they trying to do is get big fights, then yeah, fighting somebody like Boots is going to be a low reward for them because they not going to get the money that they think they deserve based on their name or their popularity. Certain fighters is not popular. So I can understand why a Sean Porter wouldn't want to fight him. A Keith Thurman wouldn't want to fight him. A Jamal James wouldn't want to fight him. I can see that. They like, man, I'm going to fight this dude. Like, you know, I got to get paid some money. And, you know, whatever they offering is probably not going to be enough. But if he was to fight somebody like Errol Spence, it's not going to change. It's not going to change the amount of money that Spence is still going to get. Now, unless you got them fighters, you know, like Gary Russell, who, you know, they be pump fake and they say they want to fight somebody and then they ask for a certain amount of money, and then when a person offer them the money and they get the term sheet, then they keep trying to add stuff on to get out of fighting them. Or like a Ryan Garcia, somebody going to ask for astronomical amounts of money, or Teofimo Lopez asking for $10 million, knowing damn well you ain't worth that. You asking for 10 million and you barely made $1 million when you fought Lomachenko. So Jaron Ennis is the wave of the welterweight division. Period. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all can like him or not. It's not going to change what that kid do when he get in the ring. And it still don't negate the fact that he's special. And y'all know it. Let go of whatever it is that you feeling that's telling y'all got yourself convinced that Boots is not the guy now. He's the guy without the straps. But no doubt about it, he's the guy. He's the guy. And I know somebody gonna leave a comment and say, oh man, he ain't proved nothing to me, beating Dulorme. But when Terrence Crawford beat him, oh man. And again, for the fighters that beat him, this is no disrespect to them. No disrespect to them. So don't try to misconstrue or twist what I'm saying. I'm making a point here. So like I said, when Terrence Crawford beat Dulorme, then Crawford was proving that he the man, like, yo, yeah, he a force, man. He gonna be a force to be reckoned with. That's the guy. When Spence beat Van Heerden, oh, man. You see how he beat that boy? See how he hit him to the body? Man, that boy Spence, man. Dangerous boy. Ain't nobody gonna want to fight him. Mikey didn't knock out Lipin-Yetz, but he beat Lipin-Yetz. 12 rounds. But when Lipin-Yetz beat Lamont Peterson, he came up to 47, beat Lamont Peterson. Man, Lipin-Yetz. Oh, man. No, that boy Sergey Lipin-Yetz, man, he the truth. Man, I'm telling y'all, Lipin-Yetz. But now here comes a rarity. Something that don't come along very often. Something that's rare. Like a Dr. J rare, a Michael Jordan rare, a Kobe Bryant rare, a Floyd Mayweather rare. Rare. Jaron Ennis. Rare. He beat Thomas Dulorme. Man, he ain't beat nobody. He still ain't proved nothing. He destroyed Sergey Lipin-Yetz. Man, Lipin-Yetz was too small for him anyway. Nobody said that when he fought Lamont Peterson, though. Nobody said that. Nobody called Dulorme a bum and all that stuff when he fought Terrence Crawford. A lot of people didn't say the things that they said about Chris Van Heerden either. When Errol Spence beat him. But y'all saw Boots was ready to shut Van Heerden down in that first round like he did Dulorme. And look, and then people always got something to say. It's like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. So it's like it don't matter. At this point, it seemed like it don't matter who Jaron Ennis fights, or who he beats, or how he beats them. It's like y'all still want to see more. Like y'all want more proof. How much more proof do y'all want? I told y'all, they going to keep feeding them these guys. Like I said, if the top, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say this every time. If the top guys don't want to fight, he's going to fight the guys underneath them. And if they don't want to fight, he's going to fight the guys underneath them. And every time they keep feeding him these people, he's going to do exactly what he did to Dulorme, to each and every one of them. Because he's making a statement. He's proving a point. He's letting y'all know. Like, I'm not playing. And he has one of the most dangerous recipes that you can have, which is the biggest threat to any champion out there. He's young. He's hungry. He loves what he do. And he's not concerned about the money. He just want to prove a point. And it's going to happen. See, this is why I said in the video I did the other day, everybody's journey to the world title is different. And it seemed like every time he get to a door that's open a little bit where he can peek through, they want to try to close the door on him. They want to try to close the door on him. But I'm telling y'all, y'all are going to see. Watch what I tell y'all. Y'all going to see. And when he finally get the names that y'all want him to get, that he's been asking for and been calling out, Any one of them. Because obviously that's, y'all not going to take his actions and what he's displaying in the ring. Y'all not taking that, you know what I mean? Y'all not taking that for nothing. If it was anybody else, y'all be piping them up talking about, oh, they this, they that, this person this, that. But no matter who Jaron Ennis beats or how he beat him, it's just like, oh man, it's like, oh, he ain't beating nobody. He ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. Okay. But his time is coming. And the more difficult the journey is to the world title, the more sweeter the victory will be when he finally get that world title. Get a world title. But he will be a unified champion. Or even undisputed. Far-fetched, you say? Huh? I don't think so. It is very possible. So I'm hoping that a lot of y'all that saw that fight, y'all see it now. So it's okay to let go of what you was feeling. Cause see, like I said, whether I like a fighter or don't like a fighter, I don't take, if they good, I don't take nothing away from them. I give them their props. See, that's something that a lot of people can't do. A lot of people is biased with stuff. You know what I mean? They can't find that middle course. Either they go too far to the left or too far to the right. They can't tread that middle course. And everything that I've been telling y'all about this kid, about Jaron Boots Ennis from day one, has all been true. And y'all watching it unfold right in front of y'all eyes and still trying to be in denial about it. Congratulations to Jaron Boots Ennis and Derek Bozy Ennis and the entire team Ennis. Job well done, young man. Job well done. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Smash that like button. Share this video. Leave those comments. So, don't y'all think he does that? And if y'all keep saying he not fighting nobody, then shouldn't y'all be demanding him to fight fight the big names now? Don't y'all think he ready for that? Don't y'all want to see that now? Don't y'all should be calling for that now. Okay, all right, we seen enough. We want to see him get in there with one of the big guys. He don't care who he get in there with. This kid is dangerous and he's special. And the performance that he put on against Thomas Dulorme is the reason why I said that he is the most avoided welterweight in boxing, period. Y'all can agree to disagree. You can disagree all together. But I know I'm right. I know I'm right. And if you're being real and truthful with yourself, y'all know I'm right too. See, he climbing that ladder. And see, some people don't want to see him get that opportunity. And some of these sanctioning bodies probably don't want to see him get that opportunity either. But as his popularity grows, and then the outpour from the public demand for this kid to finally get his shot, because his popularity is growing. When I started talking about him, nobody was even paying attention. And those who was talking trash, talking about he ain't, this and this kid ain't gonna be nothing, blah, 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 this, that, and the third and all that. See, y'all don't understand how dedicated he is to what he do. Y'all don't understand how much this kid loves what he do. Boxing is in his blood. He's been doing this since he was a baby. And I know some of y'all saying, oh, so what? That don't mean nothing. Okay, be that as it may. You entitled to that opinion. Everybody know what they say. Opinions are like those exit signs behind everybody. We all got the exit sign back there. So opinions is like that. Everybody got one. But don't y'all think it's time? Come on. It's time. Jaron Ennis he deserves to be a champion. He deserves a title shot. And if he wants to fight the best, he should have that opportunity to prove it. So for all of y'all people who think that he's not worthy, let him get the opportunity to prove it then. And stop trying to criticize him for the opposition that's being put in front of him like it's his fault. I told y'all in the video that I did that he's had trouble getting opponents from the time he turned pro. Before it was footage on him. And then the more footage that was released on him, the harder it was for him to find opponents. Because when they seen the name, it was one thing. But when they saw him, they said, oh, that's that kid. No, we cool. Nah, we don't want to fight him. He loves to stay busy. He wants to fight. He wants to stay busy. Is it his fault that he's young, black, athletic, and God gifted? No, that's not a fault. That's a blessing. And a lot of y'all just don't see it because y'all locked in on the big names and the people who got the belts already and all that kind of stuff. But you got to remember, even the champions at one point was in the same situation Boots was in. They was the chasers at one point. Nobody was talking about they wasn't going to be nothing, and and nobody complained about the kind of people that they were fighting before they became champion. Nobody made no fuss about that. Nobody talking about they fighting bread truck drivers or FedEx or UPS. Nobody made no fuss about it. But now it's Jaron Ennis. Now all of a sudden everybody he beating up is nobody. Wouldn't that mean that if everybody he beating up is nobody, then again that's a confirmation to his hard work and his dedication to his craft and how much he loves what he do. So put him in there with some people where he can show it. Since y'all think the people he beating is nobody, and y'all gonna make up excuses rather than to get his kid credit, you know what I mean, for what he do in that ring. I'm telling you, same thing. There's similarities in his path and Floyd Mayweather's path. It's path to the championship. It's similarities in that. Similarities in that. They thought Floyd was a high risk, low reward. Until Floyd became the reward. And then those same people who talked about he didn't want to fight him because it ain't worth it, this, that, and the third. Same ones going around talking about, oh yeah, Mayweather hiding from me. Yeah, he don't want to fight me because he know what I do to him. Now they trying to sell themselves to get a fight. I said it once and I'm going to say it again. When they get to that point and Jaron Ennis finally get that title shot and he get in that position where he can point out who he want to fight, keep your mouth shut. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about he ducking anybody, he cherry picking, and all that. I don't want to hear none of it. Don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to get his kid credit, man. That's disrespectful. And it proves that you don't understand the sport of boxing the way you think you do anyway, if you like that. If you're a fan of boxing, you're a fan of the sport, you're a fan of the sport, like a fighter or not, you won't give them their credit, especially if you understand this, boxing. If you understand it, who cares if you like the fighter or don't like the fighter? But if they good, give them their credit. Now this kid is 28-0 with 26 knockouts. And y'all still saying he ain't proved nothing to y'all yet? You serious? Stop it. Jaron Ennis is going to keep destroying these people that they put in front of him until he becomes the mandatory. And when he becomes the mandatory, and we're going to see who's going to step up. when he becomes the mandatory for any one of those belts. And I wouldn't be surprised if they now try to put the IBO strap on him to kind of try to pacify him. You know what I mean? Or to make him feel like he got a slice of the crown. So maybe he'll ease off. Nah, this kid is on a mission. He's on a mission. And he said, I'm gonna stay at 147 until I collect all the belts. Then I'm going up to 154. And he gonna be a menace when he move up there too. If y'all think that what I'm saying is not true, okay. Stay tuned. Because you know what, listen, you know what Boo's gonna do? Until that time comes, he gonna keep walking through these people. Now let's see who they put him in the ring with next. But that number one mandatory spot, whoever's in it now, they gonna have to move over. Because Jaron Ennis is coming. Rumble, young man, rumble.